us laugh on a daily basis. Here he comes in the center of the pool, showing you guys exactly his personality. Here comes Ikaika. All right, now here's one of my other personal favorites. We're actually celebrating her all week. She is our oldest killer whale and one of our most athletic as well. Let's hear it for Corky. All right, and last but certainly not least, he's another 24-year-old animal, except this is a male. He's our third largest animal. He's very well known as our gentle giant, not our highest flyer, but he is awesome just the same. Let's hear it for Keet. Thank you all so much for joining us today. As most of you know, our stadium is currently undergoing construction to prepare for our upcoming orca encounter. And this is a brand new presentation where you, our park guests, will have an opportunity to learn about our whales and see how we take care of them each and every day. Now, just like you all, it's my own curiosity and love for nature that led me to working right here at SeaWorld. I actually grew up in Washington State, where I had a very early appreciation for the ocean and all of the creatures inside of it. But it wasn't until I actually came to SeaWorld for the first time as a young child that I made a connection with these animals and knew that what I wanted to do more than anything was spend my time interacting with them and just having a lot of fun with them. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of my other fellow trainers that share the same passion for these animals as I do. To my right, we have Summer. Once again, I'm Carly. Over here we have Tom, Katie, Sam, Christy back here, and Missy. Now here at SeaWorld San Diego, we actually have 11 killer whales. We have 5 males and 6 females. We have a very wide age range. We have our youngest whale, Amaya, who is just 2 years old, all the way up to Corky right here, interacting with Katie, who is 53 years old. And we also have a very big size range as well now, Maya. And not only is she our youngest, but she's also our smallest at just under 1,600 pounds, so 1,600 pounds, all the way up to her daddy, Ulises, who is 10,000 pounds. Now we have a wide range of nutritional needs here at Shamu Stadium as well. Amaya eats the smallest amount at about 50 pounds of fish a day. And her daddy, Ulises, can eat up to 200 pounds of fish every single day. Now, as the whales are swimming around, you may notice it's actually difficult to see how large they are when they're in the water. This is because of their coloration. It's called counter-shading and disruptive coloration. And it actually helps camouflage their actual size to allow them to get closer to their prey. Now, as Keet swims around the pool, take a look at his dorsal fin. Dorsal fins can come in all shapes and sizes. Some are tall, some are short, some are straight, and some are curved. Now, we have 4 very different looking dorsal fins in this pool right here. And the most commonly asked question we get here is, why do some dorsal fins curve? It's a great question, and the answer is it's able to curve because there's no bones or no muscle. It's made of a dense connective tissue that's very similar to the cartilage that we have inside of our ears. So over time, if a killer whale spends a lot of time at the surface of the water, their dorsal fin is exposed to warm air and gravity, and that tissue may weaken and the fin may start to bend. Now, we occasionally see this out in our natural environment as well as here at SeaWorld. All right, now get ready. This is a great photo opportunity. On the contrary to the dorsal fin, their pectoral flippers that are on either side of their body do have bones in them. There we go. They have 5 bone digits, just like our hands do. Now, these paddle-like flippers are used for steering and for stopping. You may have noticed that Corky and Shouka's flippers are much smaller than Ikaika's flippers, and we saw Keet's flippers earlier. Male killer whales' pectoral flippers are much larger than the females typically. All right, now, one last thing we want to notice on them is those eye patches. The eye patches are part of their disruptive coloration, and they're camouflage, and most people think their eyes are located inside of this patch. They're actually not. They're located just in front of and below it. They're very dark, and this helps, once again, it helps camouflage their eyes. All right, let's hear it again for our incredible killer whales. Now, a question we are often asked is, do the whales talk to each other? Now, killer whales use a wide variety of ways to communicate with each other, one of those being vocalizations. Now, they can make these vocalizations out of their blowhole by pushing air out and then manipulating the muscles to make a variety of different sounds. So let's take a listen. Each pod has their own unique set of calls or their own dialect in order to communicate with each other. But don't forget, some killer whales can use body language as well. So get your cameras ready. Shouka's going to demonstrate one of these ways they can use their body language. Here she comes, straight in the middle of the pool. A jump like this is called a breach. When they're making a sound on top of the water, it actually creates a commotion both above and below the surface. And this could be to show a little excitement, maybe to show a little dominance, or even to get the attention of the other whales. Now we just learned that killer whales use body language and vocalizations to communicate with each other, but you may be wondering how we communicate with them. We actually use signals to communicate with them. Now these signals are part of the ongoing relationship that we have with the whales. Because of these relationships, one of the most important things we're able to do is train what we call husbandry behaviors. So husbandry behaviors are actually where we help care for the whale's health. Now I'm going to get into husbandry, but I want to explain to you guys, we're actually switching up what the whales are going to be doing. So we're going to say goodbye to Corky, Ike, Shouka, and Keet right now, and we're hopefully going to be bringing in 3 different whales. Now I say hopefully because sometimes we have a plan and sometimes the whales have a completely different plan. So we're going to see if they are willing to go into another pool and join another area, and then we're going to try to get Ulises, Kalia, and Amaya in here. So we'll have them demonstrate some of these husbandry behaviors. So while we're waiting for them to come in, sounds like things are going well so far. While we're waiting for them to come in, we'll just start talking about the husbandry. So husbandry is how we take care of the whale's health. So when the whales come in here, you'll notice that the trainers might ask them to roll over with their belly up and their tail flukes at the surface. Now, our veterinary staff can actually come in and take a blood sample because the vein system in the killer whale's tail flukes is very similar to the vein system in our arms. It's similar in that the veins are very close to the surface of the skin. So the veterinarians are able to come over and actually take a blood sample. We actually test their blood once a month just to make sure, get a great baseline and make sure everybody's staying healthy. All right, looks like we got somebody coming in here. Yep, here they come. All right, so this is Ulises. I talked about him being the largest whale that we have, and he is the father of Amaya. Amaya is going to zip around the pool a little bit, show off how fast she can swim. All right, so Ulises is demonstrating that fluke present right now. She knows the high energy behavior is coming next. All right, now Kalia is going to demonstrate another really important husbandry behavior, and we want to have your cameras ready for this as well. So this is a slide out behavior, and actually the way this is a husbandry behavior is the whales can slide out onto a scale, so we can actually test their weight once a week and make sure that the whales are maintaining a proper weight, and especially that the calves are growing properly. All right, now the high energy behaviors, like we saw Amaya do when she came into the pool, and Ulises is going to demonstrate across the pool closest to you guys. These behaviors help us to ensure that the whales are actually maintaining their health. Just like exercise is good for us, it's very good for them as well. There's Ulises. So what's really incredible about these animals, not only do they do these behaviors for exercise, they're going to show you how they can get all their weight completely up and out of the water. Okay. All right, so like we talked about food earlier, and nutrition and physicals for our veterinarians aren't all our killer whales need. They need the kind of mental enrichment that comes from learning, interaction, and play. So you guys are actually going to have a chance to watch a training session, an actual training session. So this is part of what we do on a daily basis with the whales. When you guys come to SeaWorld, you get to see the presentations, and that's really neat, but that's kind of a prepared thing for you. So now you get to see an actual training session. So Kalia is learning a behavior called a back breach. We saw Shouka do it earlier, and it's where she's ideally going to jump all the way out of the water and then land on her back. She creates quite a commotion and quite a splash. So she already knows a side breach and what we call a belly breach. So this one is a little bit different. Now, the way we train the whales is we use operant conditioning and positive reinforcement. Basically, that means we draw a lot of attention to the behaviors we would like to increase, and we are able to completely ignore the behaviors we would like to decrease. So what Katie's using is this target pull right here. It's a long stick with looks like kind of a Q-tip. It's got a buoy ball at the end, and it's basically an extension of our hand. So the whales are taught to touch what we call their rostrum, or the tip of their mouth, to that target pull, and then we can guide them along to get them to jump up higher, maybe even go down underwater where our hand can't go. We obviously can't put our hand 20 feet up in the air, so we need to use the target pull to guide them along where we'd like them to go. So Katie's going to ask her to come up and touch it. And then probably next, she's going to ask her to come up and fall back. All right, and so that was perfect. That's the exact body movement we'd like Kalia to go. And then Katie blows her whistle. The whistle tells them that's exactly what I was looking for. Come on back to me. You're going to get something good, whether it's fish, ice. You see toys. Amaya's got a toy over there hanging out with Missy. Those toys are a lot of fun. Each whale likes them differently, just like we all like different things. So, all right, so we're going to do another what we call approximation. So basically, a baby step getting us ready to do the final behavior. All right, if she gets a bridge this time, we're going to give her a good round of applause. All right, here she comes. Not quite. We're going to... Oh, you guys liked it. Okay. Well, we like it too then. Okay, we're going to try one more. That's the trainer's famous last words is one more. We'll see. I think I said one more last time. It's my fault. All right, there we go. Let's hear it for Kalia. Very nice. Another important role our animals play here is their participation in research. So currently, in 2016, the killer whales here at SeaWorld San Diego actually participated in 9 different research studies. Now, this is information that helps scientists all around, and it helps the animals out in the ocean that helping us obtain information that we couldn't get anywhere other than here. All right, everybody, here comes my favorite part of the presentation. She just turned 24 years old last month. She is one of our most athletic whales. You will see that in just a moment. Let's put our hands together for the incredible high-flying Shouka. All right, and coming up next, this is a whale that's a little bit younger than Shouka. He's 13 years old, and he has a very goofy personality. He makes us laugh on a daily basis. Here he comes in the center of the pool, showing you guys exactly his personality. Here comes Ikaika. All right, now here's one of my other personal favorites. We're actually celebrating her all week. She is our oldest killer whale and one of our most athletic as well. Let's hear it for Corky. All right, and last but certainly not least, he's another 24-year-old animal, except this is a male. He's our 3rd largest animal. He's very well known as our gentle giant, not our highest flyer, but he is awesome just the same. Let's hear it for Keet. Thank you all so much for joining us today. As most of you know, our stadium is currently undergoing construction to prepare for our upcoming orca encounter. And this is a brand new presentation where you, our park guests, will have an opportunity to learn about our whales and see how we take care of them each and every day. Now, just like you all, it's my own curiosity and love for nature that led me to working right here at SeaWorld. I actually grew up in Washington State, where I had a very early appreciation for the ocean and all of the creatures inside of it. But it wasn't until I actually came to SeaWorld for the first time as a young child that I made a connection with these animals and knew that what I wanted to do more than anything was spend my time interacting with them and just having a lot of fun with them. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of my other fellow trainers that share the same passion for these animals as I do. To my right, we have Summer. Once again, I'm Carly. Species, but their ocean homes face many threats. Small changes you can make a big difference, like recycling, picking up trash, and eating sustainable seafood. We thank you guys so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you later on this year at our upcoming Orca Encounter. Enjoy the rest of your day here at SeaWorld.
个好吃，你看。
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and the safety of others, we kindly ask that you refrain from climbing over the seats. Please use the stairs and aisleways. Once again, please use the stairs and aisleways to exit the venue. Thank you.